Been a little while, but anyway, let's get to this. Back on the Ryft, and let me show you why. I love this rig. I spend way too much time running it. The little brushless system that I have in it, 3800 Castle, is plenty. I run it on 2S. 3S would just be way too much, but uh, ran it pretty hard the last time I did have it out, and got away from me with the speed it was carrying. Got a little sloppy, did a bunch of cartwheels, and snapped the rear axle, or the rear axle tube, and bent the axle shaft. Oh God, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, there it is. So we've got some replacement parts that we're going to throw at it right here. Brand new axle shafts and the new axle housing. So should go fairly easy, I guess. So I'm going to get it together and bring you up to speed on a couple other things that's going on as well. Well, the new axle's built. Went together in about 15 minutes, I guess. Good fitment. Of course, it's axial part, so it's going to go back together like it should. But here's the old axle tube. And there's that wicked little place where it broke. But I mean, it was hauling tail whenever it went over. But there's that shaft. And that is a thick shaft, man. So, I mean, look at this. That is a very thick piece. And to bend it like that, I mean, it was pretty violent. But thank God nobody was standing in front of it. It would have hurt somebody pretty bad. But I'm going to go ahead and stick this one underneath the truck and call it done. And give you guys a little wrap up of what's been going on. Nice new axle underneath there. So tomorrow afternoon when I get home, I can try to tear it all to pieces again. Okay, so I took a small hiatus from the channel, and I want to apologize. I do see that it's grown. I can't believe that. It's still shy of 500. 5, not 4, 500. But I'm shocked that it has picked up. The people has picked up, and I appreciate you guys doing this. Give you a reason why. There's been some family stuff not affecting myself or the wife, and nothing in our household, but extended family that have been going through some hardships, and it's just taken a toll. So I just kind of shut down for a little while, and we needed to help those and try to get everybody past it and just get in a better place. Now starting to feel better. Things are finally starting to settle down. So I'm actually putting some time into this stuff. I did pick up another kit, and I'll show you that in a second. I have laid paint down on my Kyosho NSR500 hanging on rider. Don't know if I'm going to leave it the color it is, but I think it looks pretty good. The camera's not going to do it any good. It never does. But I'll bring it down and show you guys and explain the colors, because it's not going to look the way it looks here sitting in the shop. But let me bring it down. I'll show you what it done. There's my NSR500. Rose gold on the front fairing and the fenders, both fenders on it. You can see that one back there also. And then the main body, or the main, body, whatever you want to call it, looks brown, but I swear to you guys that is like almost like a root beer color. It's got a hint of red in it. It's a really neat color. It's not overbearing or anything. And then the wheels are just satin black. Didn't do anything with the frame. Didn't want to tear it down that far. I did paint the exhaust silver. Pardon my squiggly paint on the clamps there. And I still have to paint the rider himself, but I'm getting really close. I do want to finish it. I do want to mess with it. I'm not going to try to beat it all to pieces. This is just something to get out and enjoy. But it's coming together, and I like it. And I hope you guys like it. Just leave me a comment down at the bottom. Should I strip it and repaint it, or do you think it works? I just didn't want to go all rose gold, but I'm a fan of that rose gold color. I did that on my my night hauler or whatever that thing, grand hauler that I had. And can't really see it here, but there's like 3 coats of paint and I think 6 or 7 coats of clear on everything. So it's getting there, little piece at a time, and hopefully I'll have it up and completely finished here. I don't know, in a month or so. I'm not in a big hurry, but yeah, starting to move along on that one also. There's still talk of nostalgia buggy racing within the hobby shop and the crew, the guys down at the hobby shop. Turns out that one of the fellas that I know and that comes to the shop, and he actually lives just right dead across the road from where my mother's house is, about 4 or 5 miles away. He has a track in his backyard. And so we're going to get together and start doing these nostalgia buggy races, you know, with things like the Scorpion, the Grasshopper, even the holiday buggy that I've got, and that's going through changes right now as we speak, and the old Sand Scorcher. But I was at the shop the other day, found another kit just for the heck of it. Didn't do it box art for one specific reason, but let me show you what I did. Yeah, it's probably going to piss off the purists, but that is a Tamiya frog. Started to do the Hornet, but actually the Hornet and the Grasshopper are just about the same chassis. I think the Hornet comes with oil-filled shocks on the rear, and I'll probably wind up with a Hornet, but this one was sitting there also, and I thought, well, what the hell? I don't have anything like that. The front suspension is pretty wild. Look at this. Yeah, the suspension operates. That thing is neat. There's no shock. Now, there's small springs back in here. And then these torsion arms here on both sides. That's it. There's no front shocks. In the rears, you know, there's one oil field on each side. And I'll show you the rear end. The rear end's a little wacky to me. The angle, let me see, I need to turn it the other way. I apologize. The angle of those drive shafts is not as bad as those boots on those drive shafts make it seem. It looks like it's in just a ridiculous angle, but plenty of movement, independent as all get out. My big ass hand in a way, I'm sorry. But yeah, I didn't do it box art because I'm not a big fan of the pink on the car. And I haven't put the decal flags up on these. I don't even know if I'm going to leave these or not. These are pretty freaking stiff. But awesome little rig, man. I shot the wheels silver and stuck them back together. I didn't put covers on these. I could, and I can still, but just trying to keep it in a budget. And so there we go. And the red is just a Tamiya red, whatever number it is. I think it's like 2 or 3, something like that. But it's just red is all it is. And did the wing, as you can see, in silver, and put just a handful of decals on it. Sometimes less is more. Is it perfect? No. Does it look the best? No. But it'll serve its purpose on the track. And I'm looking forward to getting it over there and turning some laps with it. Lastly, the SMT10 parts are on the way for it. I've ordered the tires. I finally settled on a set of tires, the wheels, everything for that. Still haven't settled on a body because I'm a Mopar guy and you cannot find a decent Dodge body. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. Let's see what else. We're going to upgrade the holiday buggy, take the 380 out, put a 540 in it. We are upgrading. Where is it? Right there. We're going to upgrade the Scorpion. God darn it. It's like looking in the mirror. The Scorpion as well. Changing the motor on that. It's still going to be a 540. It's not going to be brushless. It's going to be brushed for the nostalgia class. But I am going to kick it up just a notch. What else? What else? Don't know what I'm going to do this week. I told myself that I'd get another kit into the week. Not sure yet what it's going to be, but I'll do an unboxing on that one when I decide on it and when I get it here. So more to come. Appreciate you guys subscribing. remember to go over, to follow us over on Instagram. There is a link on the actual channel page here, and there's also a group or whatever page on Facebook. And I'm going to do my best to get back into it and stay more active on those. Hope you guys are doing really well. Take good care of yourselves. And until the next video, God bless America and God bless everybody that's checking this thing out. Love every one of you, and we'll see you later. Take care.